It's Time Warner Cable's Local Edition. My name is Brad Pomerance. We are joined by Helen Torres. She is with Hispanas, Organized for Political Equality Hope. I was the luckiest guy a few weeks ago.
You were.
I got to attend the Hope Latina Action Day in Sacramento, at least part of it. I went to your luncheon. I know many of your members, and look, I've always been a fan of you and your organization. For our viewers, what is Hope?
So Hope is a nonprofit, nonpartisan organization with the mission to achieve political and economic parity for Latinas across the state of California. And we do this in three ways. One, through leadership development, two, through advocacy and conferences like what you attended.
In Sacramento. Let's talk about your leadership development, because when I went to the luncheon in Sacramento, there was literally an army of young, bright, ambitious young girls, looked around college age-ish, and I said, I'm looking at the next senator. I'm looking at the next congresswoman. I'm looking at the next, who knows what I'm looking at. You could just see it. And it was inspiring.
And that's what we're really proud about, is the fact that we have serviced through our conferences and our 25 years of Hope and our leadership programs over 50,000 Latinas who have now entered into the political system and civic engagement.
I've heard of one. I think her name is Hilda Solis. Is that right? Yeah, I think she was Secretary of Labor for the United States, and now she's a Board of Supervisor member.
Right, yeah. She's amazing.
And what about, isn't there someone running the SBA, the Small Business Administration?
Right, so our founders, Administrator Maria Contreras Sweet.
Yeah,
so we have an incredible group of women that are role models for the organization and are founders of the organization, as well as we have this incredible pipeline of up and coming leaders that are very much involved with Hope.
I gotta ask you, I don't know if I've asked this of you, why are you so successful? I'm not trying to be a sycophant, but look, a lot of organizations try to do this, but somehow you found the secret sauce. What is it?
Well, I think there's a couple of things. First of all, we do have fantastic history, and we have wonderful leaders that are part of the organization and are very devoted to it. So you have to have that. I think the other is that our demographic, Latinas, are hungry for a space to be involved. And we create that environment. We create that environment where you're welcomed and your experience and your skills are being honored.
I gotta tell you, I felt, look, I'm a guy, but I have two daughters, I have a wife. I felt the sisterhood, when I was in that room. It was that atmosphere of support, that everyone was there, not competitively, they were there to support each other. So what was the message when you were in Sacramento? Were you targeting the legislators with something specific? Is there an initiative this year that's on top of mind?
So there was a couple things. First of all, one was more of a future message, for not in the short-term future, is the 2016 elections. And it was all about voter turnout and voter engagement. So we had a lot of good conversations around that, and a fantastic panel that, as you know, was kicked off by our Secretary, Alex Padilla.
An honorary Hope member, as am I, hopefully, but be that as it may.
Absolutely. So, that was one of the key messages and information that we were sharing. We also had a really great conversation around two key messages or two key areas of interest for the organization. And one was around how do we ensure that there's accountability around our higher education. So there's a lot of great bills that we reviewed that specifically looked at accountability, making sure that once you're in the college, once you get into college, you're successfully getting out of college. So college access and success is very important. The last we talked about healthcare access and how do we ensure that there is a system of delivery in California that creates healthcare for all.
So much to talk about.
And we're really excited about the governor's budget. If you, not only the governor's budget, but the budget's being voted on.
And you'll come back and talk about it?
Yes.
Her name is Helen Torres. She is with Hope. My name is Brad Pomerance. It's Time Warner Cable's Local Edition.